me, blow some bubbles, see some rainbows, flowers perhaps. Love this big tree right here for a moment. I'll send that grounding energy to thee and some wonderful vibrations because I am your happiness navigator, pollinator of positivity. That is me, your shapeshifting wizard, Melissa Mojo B. Buzz Buzz. We're just outside of the hive and we're about to take a walk and there's a little bit of sunshine left and we thought we'd take you along. A little bubble or two and spot the flowers. We have a deck of tarot cards on us, so maybe if my hands don't get too cold, we will do that too. So let's see what happens. All broadcasts with me are, of course, charged with rainbow magic, what we love to call cosmic rainbow energy to activate, transmute, and evolve. And my intentions for you, of course, peace, protection, and prosperity for thee and thine loved ones. Look, a little shadow, a little light. It's just like life. I heard chimes just before we came on. And this is some nice little houses here in Toronto. We're right by Lake Ontario's, down that way, across the highway. There's the tree hive up there. Can you hear the birds? I wonder if I can turn off the background noise cancellation so you can hear the birds. Should I try? Let's see. I forgot what we have as far as options here on good old Facebook or YouTube. I used to do Facebook, but now we do YouTube. We've been doing it every day almost. I took 3 days off after 33 live streams in a row since the 1st of March, and then we're back. We're back to do 100 before summertime comes. Hello! Thanks for coming on the walk with me. Guess what? We have friends. You want to see? There's the hive in the background. Oh, there's our friend, our four-legged friend. And also, I thought I'd show you the Springhurst Close Pollinator Corridor. Yeah, 30 varieties of native plants provide food and nesting space to bees and butterflies here. I love this too. We are grateful to grow on fish with one skiing territory. So we're acknowledging our indigenous peoples here at this little pollinator park. So they're doing a huge build right here. They're going to put 54 studio apartments in. Look, somebody's knocked this down. This is right, there's the hive, there's the little tiny houses, and then there's going to be this monstrosity. Look at this little tiny space. It's the space where one house was before. They're going to put 54 studio homes for supportive housing. This is what you call a little bit of a crisis situation, because this is definitely going to be for people who need support. And they're putting 54 people in pretty much what will probably be like shipping container homes in this one little spot. But beside it, happily, we have the Springhurst Pollinator Corridor. So they're going to have to protect that. Isn't that nice? Anyway, hi, it's me, Melissa Mojo B, sending out wonderful vibrations to you. Where is it? Morning. Good day to you. I'm in Toronto, Ontario. There's a TTC Wheel-Trans, so I just proved it, that we're in Toronto. It's a little chilly, but I'm going for a walk to the fruit store and back because I had to park up the enchanted pickup truck for a while. The insurance went jacked up on me, so we're having a wizarding travel fund. If you feel like participating, we will be thankfully accepting donations. And also, yes, I can show myself. Here I am. Hi. I was just thinking to do that. You read my mind. But look, there's a big beam of light. Look at that energy. This here is one of my favorite trees. Would you like to see? Hi, Michael. Hi, Sam. How's everyone? Where is it morning for you? It's evening here. It's about to be sunset very close, very soon. Anyway, here's this tree that I love so much. Can you hear the birds? They love it too. It's always like this here where the birds are. Oh, it's evening. It feels like morning because I have that morning vibration, yeah? Sparkly, happy, not so tired. Oh, it's beautiful out, even though it is cold. I'm freezing my little hands for you guys. Isn't it a cool tree? I feel like I should call it an umbrella tree because the way it hangs down is kind of like an umbrella. And the birds love it. They're always in there singing. Look, there's a robin. Bobbin. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look like that. Signs of spring. Well, we're in spring, but hasn't been feeling like it, but we're getting there. Oh, I forget, every time you zoom on YouTube, it sets you back to the beginning. All right, we're on Blossom Watch and Robin Watch, and always, anytime you see me, Melissa Mojo B, I'm sending you Reiki, what I like to call even better, cosmic rainbow energy that activates, transmutes, and evolves for your very best. For thee and thine loved ones, I have the very best of magical intentions. I'm a woman wizard, you see. They told me I couldn't be a wizard because I'm a woman, and I said, excuse me. I can be anything and all things. Let's just see what happens. And then it became a thing. Now I just do multi-passionate magic making. Wherever I am, I'm sending you the best of vibrations. So don't forget to subscribe and all that. Guess what? We found flowers. I'm so excited. I was watching this movie. Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad. Thank you for subscribing and liking. I appreciate that. Sending you a special blast of energy. And to all of you that are feeling the fact that we're about to see these really beautiful flowers. I was watching a movie called The Unbreakable Boy. And in fact, this boy, it's a true story too, or based on, of course. He had a disease that his bones broke really easy. On top of that, he has autism, and everything made him so joyful. And I was like, I see that in me. And that's why I like to share it, because I'm just kind of naturally that way. And some people just aren't. And this boy's dad in The Unbreakable Boy, he didn't understand, like, this boy is so happy about everything, but he's breakable, and, you know, he lived where they had to pay for health care, and all these broken bones were costing a bunch of money, and dad was unhappy and just couldn't understand. And eventually, the unbreakable boy taught him how to appreciate the little things like these flowers and just be like, oh my gosh, isn't it so beautiful? Isn't that the best milkshake you've ever had? Look at those crocuses. Isn't that lovely? There's more poking through, you know? All this old leaves and stuff. Look how strong we are. Just like flowers, we pop up. Oh, look. These are the ones I found not too long ago. They're little buttercups, but they're beautiful spreaders. I saw them all over a whole yard, and they were so pretty. Look, yellow, white. Look at these beauties. I'm sending you all this energy. And purple. So purple's for our crown chakra. When we talk about cosmic rainbow energy and Reiki and Chi, we talk about the chakras. And the one at the top has generally been taught to be purple. And also white is the divinity. So those two kind of go together. Well, all things are divinity. So anyways, and then yellow is for the solar plexus, for our confidence. So I'm sending you a blast of confidence. We could all use a little more confidence, don't you think? Look at that beautiful sunshine. Okay, we'll turn it around on me again. If I can find a place to blow some bubbles, I'm gonna do that. Because I have these cool bubbles that you can catch. Look at the thorns on this tree. Look at beside my hand. See the thorn? Like, okay. That's not a friendly tree. We don't have too many of things like that here. Oh, I see other flowers. Can I get to them? Can I get to them to show you? Yes. Let's see. Oh, look at these. They were worth stopping for. Those were worth stopping for, weren't they? Aren't you glad I got brave and just stopped? It came all the way over here. And then over there, those little tiny ones. Okay, it's going to go back to the beginning. I got to zoom in as far as I can right again. Look at right beside this ugly pipe. See? I shouldn't call it ugly because it's doing something. It's draining the water off of this roof so that it stays nice and good, you see? But look at all those flowers in there. I like those little tiny blue ones. Okay, so let's go. Oh. It's nice, but it's brisk. You gotta keep moving. Yes, crocuses, so many more popping up. Everything's starting to come to life, but it's still a bit slow. There's a lot of those little snowbells. Snowbells. I think that's what they're called, generally speaking. Look at people do funny things, and I love it. Check this out. Okay, this is called creativity. Why YouTube doesn't let me double zoom, I'll never know, because as soon as I go to zoom again, watch what happens. All the way back out. So that's as close as we can get it. Look at them. They're like dead wood, all strapped together with a monkey. I don't know what the other two are. Your guess is as good as mine. Over there, there's another little thing. It's like some little toys and a Virgin Mary in the garden. And a yellow flag. What does a yellow flag mean, people? I have no idea. Okay, this is how I make walks last a long time. When we're really not going very far. And wait till you see. There will be so many more flowers coming soon. We're just starting. That's probably about the only kinds of flowers that are out right now, to be honest with you. Maybe this is a good spot right here. This is a good spot. Oh. The happiness navigator strikes again. Look what I found when I decided to stop right here. You just saw it, right? I said, whoa, I'm going to stop right here. So it's just this little tiny parkish area beside someone's house. But I feel like this is kind of like public because obviously it's right at the sidewalk. So I thought, well, maybe we will stop here. The birds are liking it over there in the tree. And then I look over here and look at. Will you look at? Look at this beautiful statue that's just here. This piece of art with a cello. And interestingly, I was watching a movie last night about an autistic boy who was just obsessed with stringed instruments like that. And then we find that, and look at what else. They're like ladybug birds. Hello there. So yeah, so I guess this is the spot. We'll just chill here with our friend and blow a few bubbles and maybe pick a card. And also, this is a huge tree. Look at this tree. Holy moly! Now that's a tree. Let's ground. See, ground in the tree with me for you too. If you can't be here, I'm doing it for us. We sit here with our friend. Yeah, hi friend. Okay. What's this I find on the ground? Some kind of fruit. Fruit to the animals. We're going to the fruit store. Looks kind of like a hazelnut or something. Okay, let's see. What do we got? We have bubbles. Magic bubbles you can hold in your hand. Can you believe it? Believe it or not. Okay, what else do we have? It's a Wildcard Wednesday, so why wouldn't we? No, I have never seen these things. I had no idea that this was here. Let me actually turn it around so you can get a quality look. Look. Seriously. That's cool or what? And then these ones, like I said, ladybug birds. Because look, it's a bird, but it's a ladybug at the same time. Ladybug birds. Is this what we call a ladybird? Oh, I get it. I get it. Because some people call ladybugs ladybirds. So someone got creative. And then we got this guy here. What? I just found them. Who knew there was like, and he's got a little chair. That's not really part of it, I don't think. But maybe it is kind of, I don't know. Anyways, it's awesome. So, Wildcard Wednesday. You know, you never know what you're going to find when you find your multi-passionate magic maker. But sometimes you're finding your own bubbles. These bubbles came all the way from Scotland. Because Kenneth Turner, our fellow wizard over there, knows how much I love bubbles. And he saw these bubbles and he wanted to send them to me because you can catch and hold these bubbles. What? Okay, what happened to the card deck? Isn't it here? Did it not jump in? Honestly, I swear it did. I guess it didn't, you guys. Well, that's that. It's a wild card one. Oh, good thing. I set them down already. Got ahead of myself. There they are. That's the back. This is the front. It's the Chrysalis Tarot. See, I get so excited. There we go. Now I can send you some great energy from the base of this tree. There's people chatting away to their kids and such across the way. Shall we blow bubbles first? Let's blow some bubbles. Oh, there's 3 kids over here. They want to see the bubbles for sure. Like, it feels like these are such special bubbles because you can catch them. But you have to wait 5 seconds after you blow it. No, they're blowing away too fast. Watch this. Okay. They're gone too fast. This is the problem. I can't catch them. They go away too fast. But maybe one of those kids might. Let's try again. It's too windy. It's too windy for them. They're blowing away too fast. Oh. Can't catch them. You gotta wait 5 seconds before you catch them. Okay. Well, there's an experiment we're gonna do another day. I think we need 2. It takes 2, baby. Actually, it's just the wind, because if they would just float. Okay, there's some right there that have stopped, but I don't think I can grab it. Can I? No. Next time. Next time. Did the wind stop blowing? What if I blow them down a little bit? One more try. One more try. I'm stubborn like that. I'm really stubborn. Okay, ready? It was so close. Anyway, there's one here on the grass. Want to see? What happens is you can actually grab these. I can't grab it now because it's already attached there. It pops, but if it was on me, you can actually, see how it goes kind of filmy? Before that you can actually catch and hold these bubbles. Anyways, we'll get there another day, so don't forget to come back and visit me. Whether it's in the tree hive or out here doing happiness navigation on location, I'll always be sending you Reiki, aka cosmic rainbow energy. Activate, transmute. Okay, let's pick our card. Knock, knock, knock. Can you knock, knock, knock too? When we come together, we burn brighter, and so do our intentions. So let's find out what the cards have for the collective. This was my first card deck that I got when I came back to reading tarot after I was a grown. Because when I was a youth, I had tarot cards, but then I got away from it for a long time. And when I came back, 10 years ago or so now, this Chrysalis Tarot was the one that chose me. So let's see. Oh, that one's definitely the 3 of Stones. Look, we have 3 wise owls. They're kind of outside of a cave, and since we just came out of Easter, it kind of reminds me of the resurrection a little bit. So that idea of going in, going within, and going out in nature like this, but within meaning into solitude, into quiet, into being around our wise guides, our animal guides, and nature. And also going into the cave, into the dark, the beautiful, beautiful divine dark that allows things to be birthed into creation from the chaos into the reality. And the chaos also is beautiful. So being in that dense, dark space allows us to appreciate the light so much more. In fact, it reminds me also of today. I just saw someone who came out of a 5-day dark retreat. Can you imagine that you were in the dark for 5 days? So I guess they get led around and fed by the people at the retreat, but they're in the dark. Like, I mean, complete dark, like blindfolded dark. And the guy was like, it appeared as though he had come down off of psychedelics or plant medicine or something, because he was so moved by the sun, by the colors after 5 days in the dark. So imagine that and start looking around at life like that. Like, what if we were in the dark all the time? How much would we appreciate the light? And vice versa. What if we were in the light all the time? How much would we want a little shade, right? The 5 of Scrolls. This is so I'm reading this intuitively. We'll maybe run back here and see what the meanings are from the book. But this one here, if you look into the background, it's got all this field of lavender. So this is in the calm, in the calm of this denning period. In the wisdom of that, we find the ability to anchor our thoughts and anchor those ideas and anchor the knowledge into this calm space that's also very protective, as we have the stag down there, right? And guess what I'm wearing? A scarf that has the stag. So this is a protector, a forest protector, right? The king of the forest. It is still time to rest. It is spring, but don't rush it, babies. Lavender season is a ways away yet, so don't rush it. That's a nice one. Let's see. One more. This one. The 3 of Mirrors. This one looks like a strength card. I'm not entirely sure why they use the strength card, because strength card in tarot is the lion and the lamb. Actually, strength card is the woman with the lion, so I guess it's a little bit different here. The 3 of Mirrors, that's the 3 of Cups. This is also like very similar with the lavender kind of looking very peaceful glade. The mirrors behind them, as in the reflection period is about to be behind us, and we're going to get to move forward into that active phase, you know, with all that support of reflection behind us. So the reflection that we had whilst in that cave, combined with the anchoring of that and knowing that we're so protected again by this lavender around it, as well as the stag, the forest, the blossoms there, anchoring that knowledge, and at that point being able to just look forward. So trust in the moment right now. No need to force things forward. Everything is flowing in its proper way, and you know, everything is on its way. So let's see what this book has to say, if I can find it quickly. 3 of Stones. Where's the stone? 3 of Stones. The 3 of Stones card signifies a culmination of our efforts. Here we go. Talked about this being like Easter too, going into the cave, coming out anew. Signifies a culmination of our efforts, our planning, hard work, and dedication, as they have now paid off. But the journey continues. What hidden surprises await as the triathlon chamber beckons us hither? Ooh, it's the triathlon chamber. Ooh. The triquetas on the upright stones symbolize protection. The comforting campfire invites you to approach the tree of life's hidden realms. The owls are named strength, growth, and interconnectedness. How beautiful. This card affirms that you've hit on the right plan and can carry forward. Ooh, we got a helicopter up there as confirmation. This one here, our 5 of Scrolls with our protector stag. Let's see what it has to say about that one. 5 of Scrolls. I'm not sure what time it is. It's time for me to get going shortly. 5 of Scrolls. This has been about sacrifice and victory. The sword plunged into the stone represents the hard realities of the world. Excalibur has affixed these scrolls of higher consciousness, just like I said, coming out of this knowledge, bringing in that higher knowledge, anchoring it now. It has affixed these scrolls of higher consciousness to the great symbol of the material world, where it awaits our honorable sacrifice of righteousness. The sword of sacrifice can be extracted in different ways. The Five of Scrolls may ask us to focus more on the needs of others at this time than on our own, or perhaps more on our own than on others. It may caution us to fight off gathering clouds of negative energy. I mean, it's all around the world. That's why I'm buzzing in here almost every day to send a little sparkle, a little joy, a little magic your way. The larger scrolls might include a map indicating future travel. We just heard a helicopter up there, so perhaps some travel is in the future for you. This card's advice is to be open and adaptable. Go with the flow. And the Three of Mirrors is our last card. Let's see what that one has to say. Oh, come back and check out this if you're just coming in now. Go ahead and come back a little bit later. It'll be up under the live tab on the channel, this Mojo and Magic channel you found. And lots of live streams and messages and videos and playlists and stuff, so go check all that out. The Three of Mirrors and the earlier part of this reading, of course, which was the intuitive part. This is me just reading from the book, letting us know what they have to say. Three of Mirrors, compassion. Compassion. The Three of Mirrors is about coming together in joyful celebration with family and friends. The lion and lamb symbolize a harmonious sense of self-acceptance we must discover and nurture within our own hearts before we are capable of extending compassion to others. This has been such an important message in the last while, as we must learn to be sovereign and self-loving and pour into our own cup first, go into that den of darkness, of solitude with our spirit guides, and come out with the anchors to what our truth is and what we want to focus on, what our mission is here, so that we can come forward into this peaceful state. So the implicit, before we're capable of extending compassion to others, first we gotta love ourselves and where we're at. And we can't do that if we're pouring too much into everyone else and feeling depleted and burned and stuff. So first us, and then the compassion is like for real this time. The implicit message of the Three of Mirrors in our reading is do no harm. This is a card that exudes happiness and optimism. It bodes new romance, creative new ventures, or simply a joyful occasion to see yourself reflected in the mirrors of love, compassion, and good fortune. Yes, it is the season. It is the season to love oneself even more, and from there, find the passion, find the joy, find the prismatic perfection in this world, and then love it, and then love it like I love you. Okay, I'm going to see you next time. I'm going to get walking. Bye for now.